What up, folks? So, Godzilla vs. Kong is basically doing so well in the box office right now. And so is Mortal Kombat in overseas. But what you didn't know about Mecha Godzilla was heavily influenced by the Transformers franchise. That alone I did not know. But we're here for it, and it's by IGN. So let's hop into it. Godzilla vs. Kong director Adam Wingard has explained how Transformers became a surprising source for inspiration for his monster movie mashup. Directed by Wingard from a screenplay by Eric Pearson and Max Briston, Godzilla vs. Kong pits the two titular titans against one another alongside a plethora of other monsters, including Mega Godzilla, a character that has cycled through several different iterations, having initially debuted as an alien weapon constructed of space titanium in 1974's Godzilla vs. Mega Godzilla. Why didn't I know about this? It's beyond me. This is totally new. In an interview with Inverse, Wingard discussed Mega Godzilla's conclusion in Godzilla vs. Kong and addressed his decision to redesign the classic character for the MonsterVerse. He recalled an early encounter with the 1986 animated Transformers movies and cited the simple design for the original robots in disguise as one of the influences behind his CGI version of the Mega Godzilla, the Kaiju. All of this makes sense of why his version in Godzilla vs. Kong was not only heavily influenced by the Transformers movies, but you can see a bit of Michael Bay's designs in Mega Godzilla. It makes sense and it fits in the Godzilla world. And not to mention how the slow motion fights is a mix of Pacific Rim and the Transformers movies. So all of this makes so much sense in a way, and now I'm starting to understand why he did this. So I gotta take this as a consideration. And this is what he says: I just always loved the splicity of the classic Transformers designs. So I tried to create a look to the character that was punching and just had a bit more splicity. There's an miniacy to his shape and outline. Wingard explained, adding the Transformers animated movie from the 80s with Orson Welles was one of the best movie experience for me as a kid growing up, period. And this is what he actually said. I'm not good at reading what people say, but let's just say that he was inspired by the 80s Transformers movies and the way they incorporated into the Godzilla vs. Kong movie, which it worked, by the way. Now that you think about it. While Wingard created those early designs as a source of inspiration, he made clear that he wanted to avoid replicating the Transformers designs from the Michael Bay movie series, saying they just look like metal. They look like a plane crash. They were too complex. There are too many moving parts, and I couldn't latch on to anything. Nothing felt iconic with that Transformers design. Just like that, he was right on the money. I like what he said about Michael Bay's designs don't look anything like Transformers. And I might have taken back when I said that how his Godzilla vs. Kong designs were influenced by Michael Bay. But I realized that I was wrong about that. Now I actually read what it actually said, what he was saying about Michael Bay's designs and how they look like plane crash, car crash, too many metal parts moving, and you can barely recognize any Transformers, and nothing iconic was about it. So it makes sense. And yeah, this is the infamous robotic version of Godzilla known as Mega Godzilla. turned out to be the true villain of Godzilla vs. Kong. Originally the creation of aliens when it debuted in 1974's Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, the crazed cultural mech was brought to his time by Apex Industries. Walter Simons using the functioning neural pathways from Monster Zero Skull. I can see why he went with the classic look instead of making it more modern. He wanted to make it more classic look to it, and I can see why he went with that route. It tended to be a mechanized monster with a human operator at the telepathic helm. Mechagodzilla becomes so powerful that it breaks free from the human pilot and goes on a self-aware rampage, attacking Hong Kong. Ultimately, Mechagodzilla is defeated by the joint efforts of Kong and Godzilla after a gruesome, toilsome team-up to take down their metallic foe, leaving the battles as shared victors. In our review of Godzilla vs. Kong, we noted that somewhat understandably, the humans are overshadowed by their enormous co-stars in the movie, as the story served as a glorious love letter to these iconic characters' collective histories, and provides a satisfying culmination of the arc leading up to it to hopefully become a jumping off point for more stories set in the universe. Even though I stumbled with my reading a little bit, but I hope you guys get the information that you need. This is actually the first time I realized that the director was influenced by the 1986 Transformer movie. When it comes to the Mechagodzilla design, it's true. And all of this was a bit surprising, but at the same time, I kind of get where he was coming from with this. And what he was saying about Michael Bay's designs were also true. You can barely recognize any Transformers, unlike, certain designs. I know what Bumblebee looks like. I know what Optimus Prime looks like. But I don't know the rest of the Transformers. They all look like just random robots. So, yeah. If you want the article, I will have it in the description box below. So, yeah, what's y'all thoughts? You know what to do. Put it in the chat.